All right, everybody. What did you learn today? And we're not going to recap anything. I wouldn't do that to you. That would just be wrong. I don't know. I haven't done a show since last year. I don't even know what button to push over here. No telling what I may get. Ooh, I wonder what this does. Sounds like you're going to fly away. All right, everybody. Appreciate you. Everybody take off. Go do what you got to do. Oh, wait. What do you got there, Eric? My crazy chair. Don't do that. Thank you, Eric. I like that. (2:33 in the afternoon here in California. Thank you, Eric. The next time we will be on, I'm not sure. I mean, I really am. We have it scheduled. Of course, you can go to the upcoming live shows and see that. Of course, it's it's Professor Sam Vagnon. Professor Sam Vagnon, and then after that, we have another live show at the end of the month. I'm going to move some things around. We have some other people and other things happening that we will add to the month of June, July, and August. And then we head into our real recording and live stream session that starts September 1st. What else do I have? Now, all of you don't have to stay, but I'm telling you right now, I've got a little bit of time. Oh my goodness, I have so many things in here. Nothing's prepared. I have a ton of things. Oh, well, you know what? Let's do this. Here we go. Eric, my man. Get in the shower, brother. Much love to you. Thank you for love and affection for my daughters. My executive producers have been keeping us busy with one of our new channels, Man with a Mic, live on YouTube. I got tons of videos I still have to edit and put on there, but like usual, when you're retired, what's the rush? See you next month. See you later, Eric. What I got? I'm just going to stay on. You can stay if you want to watch this. It could be painful. Do you really want to just look at me? What I got? I got a bunch of stuff. Here's. Let's see what I got here. What I got? Here's one. Here's one you could take a look at. When you have a microphone, a YouTube channel, and people have nothing better to do, or they're just curious, you can put up stuff and they can read it. At some point, I'm going to get a new chair, you guys. But I love this chair. I'm a typical guy. It's been around. I like it. I need a new one. I need a couple of them. Got a new desk, though, a while back. It's a standing desk, but I'm always sitting down. Make myself laugh. Don't hand over your intellect for their false stories. Stay focused. It's just around the corner. All right, what else I got? Okay, you people need to go do some stuff. Don't be sitting here with me. Don't tell me what I'm gonna do. All right, I'll give another shout out. Who would get another shout out? Let's find something here. Oh, you know what? Stay tuned for this. See if I can pull it up. I am so doing this slow. Stay tuned. We have a red flag series coming your way. I could tell you a little bit more, but I'm not going to. Stay tuned. NATV Network. Red flags, beware. Coming your way. Boom, boom. I just feel like hanging out, playing music. Oh, you hear about this one. And I got another one. There's another one. Wait, do I have a video? I think I do. Get your jam on and go check out Susie. Watch every channel on YouTube a la carte. Unless it's a good classic old movie. Then get your grub on and check it out. Pick and choose. Pick and choose. Stop surfing. Just pick and choose. Bob and weave. Don't forget our new series. It's coming. Fall of 2025. And always check out Man with a Mic live. We're going to be showcasing some bands and individuals or people who've been on our show over the years, and a number of people who have reached out to us and let us know they want to get in on it. If you know somebody, they can play music, make some music, garage band, whatever it is, we'll showcase them. We'll interview them. They got a nice restaurant. They got a nice, I don't know. Just really cool people. Oh, by the way, check this out. Everybody show some love. Please show some love to Susie and what she got going on, because right now I'm just hanging out because I can. Because I can. And if you have nothing better to do, you are so cool to me. Because we're just hanging out. Thank you, Susie. You were good today. So was Gemma. I'm not done. I'll let you know when I'm done. I got time. I'm retired. Let's see here. Let's pick something else. Oh, yeah. Hey, everybody, check this out. I'm going to keep saying that, by the way. Please check out the latest NATV original video. Yes, we are a TV streaming network. As of today, 37% of you watch us on television, on your television. Our thumbnails, the show is all made TV friendly. Big, bold, bright, just for your TV. Your 4K TV, 1080p. Ooh, you're going to like what's coming. Make sure you check out our latest video that dropped, New Attitude TV Network video. Tracy A. Malone. Boom, boom, boom.
Another round on me, stay here. Why you always wanna leave? You got my attention, baby. Both got intention, maybe all of this tension could be me and you. Got a lot on my mind. Watch me cross all the lines to get to you. Tell me what's the move, baby. Don't you dare. Don't keep me waiting. Don't keep me waiting. Don't want complicated. Don't complicate it. I'm yours. Don't keep me waiting. Don't keep me waiting. Don't want. It's about time you see what we, something about you and me. Keep on guessing, 'cause it's all this tension, baby. Stuck on questioning me and you. Gotta make up your mind what you need to decide. You tell me what's the move, baby. Don't you dare. Don't keep me waiting. Don't keep me waiting. Don't want complicated. Don't complicate it. I'm yours. Don't keep me waiting. Don't keep me waiting. Don't want. You love it, look into my eyes. So say it to me, say you're mine right now. Oh, say you're
Roller coaster ride, hands up in the sky, take you on a ride, love to feel the high, we can start again, laughing to the end, screaming at the top, hope it never stops, we could do it all over, thrill is bringing us closer, superstar and over, oh, so incredible one time, gotta let it go tonight, wanna know what it feels like, yeah. We going up, we take it down, let's spice it up, baby, right here and now, hey, nothing could be better, so high up in the clouds, let's make it last forever, can nothing bring us down, roller coaster.
Hey, let's talk about something. All right. Normally we do this once a month. You might as well get your money's worth. Let me try that again. Camera, focus. Focus, focus, focus. You might as well get your money's worth. So here we go. See if I can do this here. When someone is trying to provoke you, consider that they want a reaction. Do not give it to them. What else can I do over here? Let's see if I can do that. Ooh, look at that. All right. So they want a reaction from you. Well, don't give them one. Your silence frustrates them more than any quote unquote comeback could. Let revenge, vengeance, and all that stuff, toss it out the window. Your silence is powerful. What else can I put up there? Let's see what else. I'm just going to hang out because I can. What do I got here? Ooh, how about this one? Let's see what I do. Oh, that's kind of small. I'll read it to everybody. Hey, there's our theme song. If somebody wants to rage and have a tantrum with you, tell you a sob story and use it as an excuse because you caught them, I just killed my little guy, knocked him off. All right. Deny even what's in front of them. They want to deflect, create a smear campaign, turn everything around and blame it on you. Punish you for telling the truth. You find yourself in that situation and you find that they are just trying to find a way to twist everything. Listen to Maria. Maria's telling you these are the signs. What we're saying to you, it's one thing to point it out. It's another thing to know what to do about it. Your principles and guidelines that make you you, that ground you, don't lose them just because of these characteristics. Don't fall for the gaslighting. Don't do it. Don't do it. I think this is the first time I ever came on and I actually had nothing prepared for you. And I have so much in here. Da, 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 da. Let's see. Let's get rid of that one. Never done a show like this one or a stream like this one. Let's see here. My goodness, I have so many things. If you're bored and you want to hang out, this is the place to be, people. Oh my goodness. I'm scrolling through. Oh my goodness. Terabytes and terabytes of stuff. Oh my goodness. Ooh, dude. Oh, here's one. This one. Let's do this one. Let me get rid of some things because I'm loading it up over here, everybody. Because I'm just hanging out with y'all. And just, dude. What you got, Eric? Hey, nice. The positive outcome of being challenged or provoked. Like that. So tell me what George Steiner says about that, Eric. Maybe a teaching moment. I always look for teaching moments. Here, I'll put something up. Here we go. Hey, how did I get small? What's up with that? Where'd that come from? Yeah, I could do that. Let's go. Let's see. Nope. 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 What's this one do? There we go. So what is DARVO? DARVO meaning deny, attack, reverse, victim, and offender. Now, many of you may know this answer already, but because our channel, along with a number of other channels, are being translated into 8 other languages, YouTube has been kind enough to remind many creators, if not soon all of us, that we need to make content for 80% of the planet. Only 20%, 15 to 20% speak English. YouTube is now, at least our channel and many others, are being dubbed into other languages. So hopefully some of this can be beneficial to you. But right now I'm speaking to the rest of the world, and they have no idea about a number of things that we ourselves talk about freely that speak English. So what is DARVO? Deny, attack, reverse, victim, and offender. It summarizes a consistent reaction and manipulation tactic used by perpetrators of abuse or other types of wrongdoing. It works by shifting the focus away from the individual, from the original issue, or in other words, and attacking the actual victim. Again, it works by shifting the focus away from the original issue and attacking the actual victim. So what can we do with that kind of information? Well, we could sit on our hands or just point and complain that this person is doing that. I mean, that wouldn't do us any good if we were going to buy our groceries and they ran out of milk, and all we want to do is point to the store that they ran out of milk, but we got everything else we needed. If we have everything else we need and that person is deficient and they're attacking us this way, please be careful out there, everybody. Not everyone is safe for you. We want to grow. We want growth. We want maybe to build. And some people are not builders. They're not growers. They're poachers. We want growth. Sometimes our teachers lead us through triggering us into change. Thank you, Eric. How we see the world may not be the same as someone else, may not be the same as others that we may hear. See if there's something there we can learn from it and move forward. When it comes to our emotional well-being, well, don't be afraid to express yourself to a safe space so that you can kind of process what you're thinking. I like that, Eric, what you just mentioned, that we want growth. I can't believe I have so many videos I could play you guys. I could do that too. I could show you some of the projects I'm working on too. I could do that too. Let's see, what do I got? Do I want to show you what I'm working on? I don't know. Then it's not a surprise. That's not a surprise. Wait, I'm going to change this. I'm going to change a little thing there up in the corner. It's okay to hang out with me if you're bored. I'm not bored. I like you guys. I like the people that I've never met. Ooh, what's that? A picture. See, what else I got? Oh, I could show you guys this. Let's see here. Hold on. Now we're really getting weird, people. I'm pulling stuff out. There we go. I can give you a glimpse of our new channel. I could do that. Do that. I'm gonna pull up a few pictures. You guys could check that out. Wait a minute. Let me get over here back to this screen and do this. All right. So, I forgot. You guys are just looking at some weird thing on the camera. I mean, on the microphone. Here, my little buddy. He's been with me. I got to put him back together. All right. We got to put him back. His brother over here. You guys see it? This is his brother. His brother's name is Milo. The big brother. Okay. Milo. He's been with me from the beginning. Okay. So what are we talking about here? So check this out, everybody. This is a thing that happened. So it's MADJB. Mad Jam Band. You guys can go check them out. Former actors and actresses, and I think they're David Wayne, he's the drummer, is making a movie. They're filming a movie. I don't know anything about the movie. So anyhow, we went to go check them out. I could tell you the long story, but I'll save it for when you go over to Man with a Mic. I'll tell you the whole story. My daughters and I will do it. That is our family channel. You'll kind of get a chance to meet my daughters because they'll have a show there, a podcast show there on that channel. You can check it out on Instagram. You can go over to YouTube. I'll start posting a bunch of stuff that I got. I just haven't posted it yet. You'll see. What you got, Eric? Sometimes I have to pause and assess your situation in total or in portion of. Dude, it reminds me of getting sober. This space is awesome, and I hope you feel it. Oh, man, you are so kind. We give a lot of thought to what we're doing, and then sometimes, like today, we just come on. We literally do. Let me just read what you said. I'm gonna read it to myself. Take a look at the screen, everybody, if you're watching. Not for the picture, but for what Eric is saying. Wow. Pretty deep, Eric. Love it. Eric says, yeah, for real, Paxton. I had so much emasculation stacked up when it first arrived. The women in this community, their value is incalculable. For men like me, I don't always trust myself. Thank you, Eric, for helping us all learn how to open up about what we're processing. All right, so up on the screen is, again, you're going to see a few things from our new channel. I think it's a total of 4 altogether. I could be mistaken. It may be 5 that we're starting. Man with the Mic is the one we're talking to everybody about right now. There's some other channels that we're starting. Got a chance to meet this guy. Very funny. Part of the band. It's like I'm having family picture time right now. What else I got? I got any more? Oh, I do have another one. No, we weren't wrestling. We were literally just, you guys should know by now, I'm goofy. It's literally just being goofy with him. And actually, he was doing the same. So part of Man with the Mic, of course. Man with a Mic, rather. Good family night. Well, it was also business at the same time. Business. Sometimes you just need some music to make it through the week. and the weekend. I don't even know what playlist I put it on. I'm just hanging out with you. And this is actually helping me because I got to go through and get some of this stuff and make some more videos for everybody. Take all of the content we haven't posted and mix it with some of the new stuff. Looking forward to it. I'm doing this like in real time out in the open in front of you. It's okay. Just pass through. You're bored, hang out with me. Don't watch regular TV. Watch NATV, where the grandpas come and hang out. No, I'm not a grandfather. There we go. Another picture. Ken is a funny man. Good night. Good night. Good night. Ooh, I like that. Oh my goodness. Just, it's a good one, Eric. Dude, okay, so Eric, seriously, you won't believe it. I didn't expect that t-shirt to get that much traction that night. I met so many people. We were up, we were near the front. When this concert happened. And so there's an intermission. So I go back to the intermission. My youngest daughter goes to the restroom, and it was crazy, man. I had three people come up and say they liked the shirt, the Pac-Man shirt. And I just put it on to put it on. I wasn't even thinking about that somebody was going to actually pay attention to it. And they actually did. It was crazy. Even the band members picked up on it. It was crazy. I was like, I should wear that shirt more often when I go talk to a band to get backstage and do an interview. You're going to see more of that on Man with the Mic, us going backstage, talking to the audience before, during, after the show. Different venues out here that welcome us. I won't give any more away. You'll see. You'll enjoy it. So when you're tired of watching other videos about narcissism and other stuff and you want to not escape, but start to rebuild your life through music and other things, we're going to give you an out. We're going to give you a get out of jail free card. We got your back.
Like they know. Do me a favor, don't do me any favors, then throw it all in my face. You're putting weight on my shoulders. It's hard enough getting older. Do me a favor, don't do me any favors, then hold it over my head. I'm paying off all the baggage, so I don't owe you a damn thing. Do me a favor, don't do me any favors. They know. Do me a favor, don't do me any favors, then throw it all in my face.
I would have to call you Grandpa Eric. EJ Grandpa. Well, nothing like having daughters. I don't know what to tell you people. It's amazing. Awesomely awesome. Mom said I could tear this city up and she would hire a lawyer to get me out of it if I got that bad. Mom is rad. In some ways, she is progressive, if not outright militant. Your mom would hire a lawyer to get you out of it. Don't get in it, man. Don't do it, man. I have so much stuff. Hey, I could tell you guys what's happening in the news. This has never been a show like this before. Okay, so breaking news. Star of MASH, sad to say, Loretta Swit is dead at 87. Just thought I'd tell you guys that. Guys, remember MASH? Eric, you remember MASH, man? Crazy, man. Wow. Oh, well, let me do that. Let me get back to what is Star here, Star? Guys, I'm reading my messages here. See any juicy stuff I need to give you. And I'm going to go back over here. Yes, that is correct. Somebody just sent me something. Yes, I've never done a show like this before. Because this is kind of what I would be doing. Let me rephrase that. I've done it in members only. I've never done it in public. So hold on here. Ooh, what's this? Where I just ramble and talk as if you're in the room with me. Ooh, what did I just hit? Oh, that is where I want to be. Bummer. Here we go. And we hit that button. All right. I'm literally here because I just want to hang out with all of you. It is not because there's not a Laker game on. That is not why I'm here. I am confused as to what I can show you because I have so much I'm working on, and I'm kind of torn between showing it to you and not showing it to you. So I just feel to put up just random stuff. Oh. All right, how about if, let's see here, let me go back over here. Oh my goodness, I didn't want to, let's see here. I know what I could do. Okay. Everybody hang on. Hang on to your britches, I tell you. Jeopardy. In jeopardy. Hang on to your britches. Here we go. Let's bring the music down some more. And let's start over here. Everybody ready? I want to do some more. I'm like having a members only right now, but for the general public. This is so cool. I got so many videos, people. So much post-production stuff already finished. So let's do this one. Will it let me? Let's see. Oh, I could have went over here and did it. Let's get rid of that. Let's go back up here and get rid of this. Ooh. I could come over here and do this. Ain't nobody too happy. Okay. Let's start here. Dude, that was quick. It came up fast. Okay. Everybody, let's have some fun. Have you been lacking fun in your life? Losing energy? Focus? Come to NATV. And
There's a few perspectives, but when I speak about healing hurts, I am primarily talking about. I was just talking to my therapist about this in my last session. See if I can say this. There is any traumatic event that a person goes through, right? There is a before the event, there is an after the event, right? So when I think about healing, I think about when I think about the pain, when I was hurting, when I was in my dark places, I've been in a few dark places in my life, but when I was in those dark places before therapy, I didn't necessarily know where I was.
Mm.
I was in my life, I was moving from day to day, but I look at it as if I was on autopilot. You do things because that's what you do, right? But I wasn't present with myself. But when you go to therapy, when I went to therapy, I'm not going to speak for everyone. When I went to therapy, I had to peel back the layers of onions, as I like to call it, to get to the root of the problem in order for me to move past it. Because some things I keep reliving. I keep having nightmares or whatever, keep having these thoughts, intrusive thoughts and stuff. So when I say healing hurts, I mean that it was less painful when I was self-medicating. It was less painful when I was unaware. It was less painful when I didn't have to confront those demons of my life and do something. And that's part of the reason why I say that you can't fix what you won't face, right? That phrase goes along with a lot of different things. It's not necessarily sexual trauma. It can be discrimination. It can be sexism. It can be classism. It can be colorism. It can be any ism, that you want to add to it. Any type of traumatic situation that is affecting you on a level that you are uncomfortable with. Trauma affects everyone, I think, differently. But at the core, I would say
stands in the way for people to not be able to hear what's really going on or the truth when it comes to dealing with a predator and an abuser. What can get in the way of not really hearing it and seeing it?
The spider's web that is the trauma bond.
Hmm.
The only way that I can describe it is that it's sticky and it keeps you there. They either use blackmail or they try to gaslight you into believing what isn't real.
I think if he's a kind person, if anything else can be overcome, that's key, and that's kind of my stance on just relationships. Empathy, kindness, compassion is a number one prerequisite to build a real lasting relationship.
I like that, Eric. I like a man of words with a heart of compassion and empathy. Good choice of words, my friend. Claudetta remains safe and a leader. I like it. Sweet, 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 sweet. Seeing the good in others can become a very powerful skill and art, but it can also simply be a huge compliment to the work that they have done to be a good person. Just complimenting them for being a good person can go a long way.
So when I realized I didn't know who I was, I didn't know how to get back to who I was because I really wasn't myself. I was never authentically me because I had to shrink in order to keep the peace. I had to walk on eggshells. I had to clean up all the messes for everyone around me. And it took a while. I don't remember like the exact time when I realized that I couldn't go back to who I was before. I had to become who I always wanted to be. And it was very powerful because I, for once, like held the cards. I could choose who I want to be. And part of the 3 steps that I'm going to be working on with you, one of the steps is like to become, I'll just give you a quick little introduction. One of the steps is to act like who you want to be. And that's what I started doing.
Okay. All right. To act like who you want to be.
Mm-hmm.
Who did you want to be?
I wanted to be the fun little kid that I feel like I am.
She makes me smile every time. I can play that last part every time. Maybe I will. Like, maybe I will. Let's see.
One of the steps is like to become, I'll just give you a quick little introduction. One of the steps is to act like who you want to be. And that's what I started doing.
Okay. All right. Here it comes. Wait for it. To act like who you want to be.
Mm-hmm.
Wait for it. Who did you want to be?
I wanted to be the fun little kid that I feel like I am.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I love watching that. That is crazy good to see that little child inside or that happy person inside come out to play. Priceless. Absolutely priceless.
The physical, the outside, they see I have makeup, they like my hair, they like the way I dress. If they're that way, other people, I do know that they saw me. They knew I was a real person. All the life experiences, they've seen me go through different modes and come out. And I think at this point in my life, I was divorced. I was doing things for myself and to love on myself, even in small ways.
Awesome. Awesome. When we allow others to be seen, safe, appreciated, and loved, we give them the foundation or even a template that they can build on. energy. Not letting this system of things suck you dry. Safe space. Crystal Nicole Black, Susie A. Cosman, Gemma E. Blythe, Claudetta Griffith, Miroslava, and a whole lot more. Doing the best we can.
Use them to a function, an instrument, a tool, a device. I make them lose the ability to conceive of themselves as separate entities with rights, wishes, preferences, priorities, and so on. I assimilate and digest them. I body snatch and mind snatch.
Avoiding toxic people isn't about cutting people off impulsively. It's about protecting your energy and emotional well-being, and protecting your loved ones and your emotional legacy. By recognizing red flags, setting boundaries, and building resilience, you create a life that's full of empowerment, positivity, and meaningful connections. Share our social media platforms with your loved ones. Welcome to our live streaming family.
We're talking about they are willing to ruin a happy family moment.
Oh yeah.
Or someone else getting a trophy or some type of award. They'd rather ruin that moment, or a family reunion, or someone getting a promotion, just so they can be the center of attention.
Absolutely.
It is a Friday. Buenos tardes. Buenas noches. Thank you for being a part of NATV Network. I am not going anywhere, simply because I don't have to. And I'm not done. I can continue to go through our huge library of videos. I can do it all day, people. I can do it all day, people. Yeah. I got stuff, peoples. Just made for ya. I made it for ya. What else I got in here? Ooh, what's this one? That's 2 hours right there. I'm not going to do that to you. This one. I don't even know what that is. I could grab an old show. Ooh, what's this over here? Ooh. Yeah. What's in here? What's next? I don't know. Add it to your playlist. If you don't have Shazam, get your Shazam app. You can find the name of the song. And of course, I could be nice and just put it in the description, but that's not going to happen. Not this time. Let's see what else I got. Boom, 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 boom. What song? What do you got, Eric? Feeling Ain't No Mountain High Enough. Diana Ross vibes. There you go. Sometimes you just need to tap your toes, move your elbows, Swivel your head. Snap your fingers. Ooh, what's this? Okay, I got one for you guys. Here, let me do this. Cállate.
Dad, surfing in South Africa. I need you to make a song up right now.
Oh, this is
Make up a song.
Cool. Well, I'm a dad now. Oh, I hope I don't go too mad now. Maybe if I do, I'll take my son, find a boy and go surf. Hours when we meet by the sea, it's just you and me by the ocean tide. What's the other word?
South Africa. South Africa. South Africa.
Oh, in South Africa, I said South Africa. Surfing in South Africa. Grab your boys, now don't be shy. Come on, join us and my son. We're going surfing in South Africa. Going surfing in South Africa. Yeah, ooh.
You've got loss, self-mutilation, and then radical self-care. So if we can, if you can break down how your listeners could benefit from that subject of loss. When it comes to loss, why is that a part of your book?
Because loss is a part of life. It is an unfortunate, it's like one of those, what do you call it? A necessary evil, I guess, if you will.
Mhm.
Loss, for me, loss helps me to appreciate life. The greatest loss, I would say, for my mom passing, I thought I appreciated my life, but clearly I did not. But now I am starting to embrace my life. She's been gone 8 years, and within the past, I want to say 2 to 3 years, I decided that I wanted to live, and I'm starting to appreciate my life. Loss is important because it also teaches me to appreciate what I have, the quality people in my life, maintaining my life in a way that is manageable, so that I can live as full a life as possible, for as long as I can. I am a new grandmother, so that brings an added responsibility for me to not just be around for my children, but my children's children. Um, and I want to prolong them feeling a sense of loss, at least my loss, for as humanly possible. Um, I do believe that our lives are a gift, and I'm not a fan of squandering it. So, as hurtful as loss is, I believe it's a necessary evil for us to appreciate the gift of life and to remind us every day to live it. Live it on purpose, do it with purpose for as long as you can. Okay, so chapter 1, self-mutilation. Before you say to yourself, this does not apply to me, let me start by saying that self-mutilation comes in other forms than cutting. Staying in a relationship or a job where you're disrespected, abused, neglected is also a form of self-mutilation. Loneliness can be a crippling feeling, but being in a relationship for fear of being alone is not a good reason to stay. Jumping from one bad relationship to another is also a form of self-mutilation. Another is going from job to job where you're miserable just for a check. Keeping secrets is a sickness that can infect your soul, and I consider that self-mutilation. What some do not understand is that self-mutilators are fighters. They fight to fit in, they fight to be accepted, they fight to be loved, they fight to be treated fairly, they fight to be heard, to be seen, to survive, and to live. I myself became a fighter when my father left without even recognizing it. I grew up a tomboy. Even when my older brother was around, I would fight his battle sometimes. I remember my mother sent him to the store one day, and he came running in the house all out of breath with a torn gallon of milk. And she asked him what happened, and he said he got jumped in the alley coming home. Without even thinking, I sprinted right out the house, and I was looking to bash the people upside the head. For as long as I can remember, I have been that way. I was bullied as a child, so protecting others just came naturally to me. But what's difficult is when you're the warrior and you have difficulties of your own, who comes to the defense of the fighter? Oftentimes it's nobody, because we don't say anything to anyone. I didn't want to appear as weak or incompetent. I didn't want to be judged by others, so I just dealt with the issue myself. Self-mutilation. A lot of times this fight is with the situation at hand. Other times it's with the person. Some of the fighters are the mother, the father, the wife, the husband, the CEO, girlfriend, sister, child, ... Examining every role that you play in your life helps to streamline the process in order for you to be your best self in every role. Unfortunately, a lot of us tend to do that bundle method where we don't have time to independently deal with all of the issues. So we just stuff it all and stow it away, right? Self-mutilation. We have so many roles sometimes that we carry the fight from one situation to the next without even realizing it. Every role we play should be given the respect and time to sort it out. That's why sitting in your sometimes hurtful internal turmoil is very important. You have to decide what you want. You have to decide what you need. Decide what will help you be successful in that role that you are examining. Make a plan and then move forward. The fly by the seat of your pants method typically does not end well. Just saying, something to think about. Radical self-care. Radical self-care for me is saying within my innermost spirit, I don't give a fuck about who it is. I am number one. People tend to have the tendency to care sometimes. I would say women specifically, because we are nurturers for the most part. We have a tendency to want to take care of everybody and make sure that everyone is cared for. But then sometimes we end up famished. We end up dehydrated. We end up dealing with exhaustion, and we're sitting in the emergency room, or we need to take a day off because we can't get it together, or we miss meetings, or we miss our deadlines because we're so busy making sure everybody else has theirs. I'm going to make sure that my cup is full and overflowing before I'm concerned with anybody else, because you can't do anything for someone else if you're not all together. For those who have ever taken a flight, when they talk about seatbelts and caring for someone else, if the oxygen mask should fall down, you should put yours on first before you try to assist somebody else. Because if you can't breathe, how the hell are you going to help somebody else? That is part of what goes through my mind when I think of radical self-care. If I'm dealing with a person who I have been friends with for 25 years, right? And dealing with this person affects my mental health in a negative way, or it affects my physical health in a negative way, in the sense of panic attacks, or I lose my sense of breath, or I'm always anxious at the thought of interacting with this person or something. Guess what? I probably don't need to interact with their ass. Or I probably need to have a conversation that is quite harsh to get to the root of the matter. A relationship that matters requires a conversation, and that is personal, that is professional. I don't care what the situation is. If you are affected by interacting with someone or a situation, then there needs to be some method that you have in place to make sure that you're cared for, because you are the person who is responsible for you. That other person is not responsible for you. So make sure that you square it away before you go trying to deal with this other person. And if this person is causing you harm, then you need to tell that fucking person. Honesty, right? Honesty is important. And you can't assume that someone else knows. We're not mind readers. Just even if your face talks, people out there whose face talks, because my lips will be closed and my face will be just yammering on. They still don't know what the fuck is going on with you. So you need to tell them. Be tactful, be respectful, but get your point across, because you matter. And for those of you who may think that you don't, you do. I don't know you from a bag of freaking potatoes, but you matter. And I believe that within the core of my being. So you need to believe it. You need to take your ass to a mirror and look at it and say, I matter. I am enough. And if you believe that, then you start to change things within your life. Your relationships start to be more of quality as opposed to quantity. I wouldn't care if I had 10 fucking friends. I really would. I really don't care. Because if those 10 friends are 10 toes down on the square, and if I need them, if I need to talk, if I need to cry, if I need to laugh, if I need to shuck it up, if they're there for me, that's what matters. Who cares about having 1,000 people in your life that don't care about you? It doesn't matter. Radical self-care requires that you have quality over quantity. Those 2 solid friends that you might have, that's more than 2,000 people grinning and skinning up in your damn face. But if you need somebody to talk to cry on a shoulder, or to share a moment of something that's great happening in your life, those 2 people are way more important than any number of shucking and jiving fools you can have in your life. I don't know who's going to listen. I don't know who's going to give a damn, but I'm telling you from personal experience, the people of quality matter. The situations of quality matter. So when you start curating that type of life for yourself, your radical self-care is like an autopilot. You don't have to struggle for it, because there's less stress in your life. So there's less reactionary things going on in your life. You don't have to necessarily be reactionary, because the proactive steps that you took to make sure that you had quality as opposed to quantity is what reduces stress, which is a great thing, because stress can kill. Literally, it can kill you. So if you care about your life, start caring about yourself, start caring about that radical self-care, so that you can make sure that your life is the life that you want, not just the life that you got. You know, there's plenty of us walking through the world. We're just going along to get along. But life doesn't necessarily have to be that. And I know it might seem like it's all easier said than done. It's going to take some work, but you can't be freaking lazy. You got to do the work. And that's doing the work on yourself, as well as doing the work with other people. And the way that you treat yourself should be what people see. And they should tread lightly if they think they're going to run up on you with some bullshit, because you should not tolerate that. It took me a long time to understand that. And I don't know who needs to hear that, but yeah, start doing that. Start making people recognize. You understand? Put yourself first, and then require that they do the same. And if they don't do it, I don't care who it is, you will be eliminated from my circle, because you matter. I believe it, and I believe you should believe it too. So let's get with the getting.
I don't know what you said. One thing I don't do is quit.
That's
All
for
right,
sure.
keep coming back like a
Yes,
like a
sir.
bad rash.
I can be
Just-
bruised. I can be bloodied. I can
That's
have
right.
bandages all over me, but
That's
I'm not
right.
gonna quit.
That's right. There you go.
Yep.
He said I was Rocky before there was a Rocky, man. What are you talking about? He was a copycat. All the
I'm telling
slaves.
you.
You and Susie, if anybody's wondering, Susie and Crystal are going to be together next week in Florida, where Crystal is. Susie's coming from leaving New York and heading out that way. They're going to be hanging out together, and I don't know what they're doing. I have no clue. I just want to be surprised. I do not expect them to be going live. That would be a total waste of their time. But if they want to, they can do that. So we can all be nosy and be voyeurs and find out what you guys are doing. But maybe you guys will be hanging out and do your hot tub series. I don't know.
You know, I was just thinking because I was about to heat up some food up in here, mostly staying inside. We're right outside Orlando. We're in Clermont, Florida. There's a Hurricane Nicole, you know, whatever. There's a storm brewing around here. Hope everybody's staying safe out there. But, you know, I hear my son say a lot, oh my God, we need to order some more food. We don't got no groceries. And I'm like, son, we got some rice, we got some beans, we got some canned food, I got some canned pineapple, I put it in a bowl. What are you talking about? We don't have no damn food. We got plenty of food. We're blessed, okay? Let me show you what to do.
Or somebody really upset and hurt, like I've been traumatized and I'm upset and I'm crying. Stuff that my teacher kind of tested me when I first went to acting. It was like a breathing exercise and stuff, and it was really freaky. But she's like, once we do this, I'll be able to tell kind of like your essence really quick to the inside of you. And it doesn't mean this is the only thing you'll get typecast or cast as, but she just wanted us to be aware what happened when we did this breathing exercise, because it brings out emotions that were deep and buried in you.
Wow.
And it was freaky because when I did it, and you keep doing it, and it's like she made us do mouth breathing out of our mouths because it's drawing the emotions out of your sacral chakra area and down in your womb and your, and before you know it, I was doing it and I'm just crying and sobbing and the looks on my face changing and over just breathing. And she's like, you're like a victim, or like you are like a suicidal victim, or you have completely hit rock bottom and you're so broken and like it's beyond.
You and Susie, if anybody's wondering, Susie and Crystal are going to be together next week in Florida, where Crystal is. Susie's coming from leaving New York and heading out that way. They're going to be hanging out together, and I don't know what they're doing. I have no clue. I just want to be surprised. I do not expect them to be going live. That would be a total waste of their time. But if they want to, they can do that. So we can all be nosy and be voyeurs and find out what you guys are doing. But maybe you guys will be hanging out and do your hot tub series. I don't know.
You know, I was just thinking because I was about to heat up some food up in here, mostly staying inside. We're right outside Orlando. We're in Clermont, Florida. There's a Hurricane Nicole, you know, whatever. There's a storm brewing around here. Hope everybody's staying safe out there. But, you know, I hear my son say a lot, oh my God, we need to order some more food. We don't got no groceries. And I'm like, son, we got some rice, we got some beans, we got some canned food, I got some canned pineapple, I put it in a bowl. What are you talking about? We don't have no damn food. We got plenty of food. We're blessed, okay? Let me show you what to do.
Or somebody really upset and hurt, like I've been traumatized and I'm upset and I'm crying. Stuff that my teacher kind of tested me when I first went to acting. It was like a breathing exercise and stuff, and it was really freaky. But she's like, once we do this, I'll be able to tell kind of like your essence really quick to the inside of you. And it doesn't mean this is the only thing you'll get typecast or cast as, but she just wanted us to be aware what happened when we did this breathing exercise, because it brings out emotions that were deep and buried in you.
Wow.
And it was freaky, because when I did it, and you keep doing it, and it's like she made us do mouth breathing out of our mouth, because it's drawing the emotions out of your sacral chakra area and down in your womb and your, and before you know it, I was doing it and I'm just crying and sobbing and the looks on my face changing and over, just breathing. And she's like, you're like a victim, or like you are like a suicidal victim, or you have completely hit rock bottom and you're so broken and like it's beyond.
NATV Network, baby. Oh man, you guys want to keep hanging out? I'm actually kind of like working and doing stuff. So thanks for hanging out. You get to kind of see what I'm going through. Yep. It is 3:54 p.m. off the coast of California. 3:54. You can see some of our library, scratching the baby surface of it. Hope you enjoy. Got a lot of videos I'm working on, so you want to hang around, you're going to see some of the stuff I'm working on. I'm just putting it up and I'm working on it behind the scenes. So, hey. Thank you for being here. You know it's about to happen. Susan E. Winter is stepping back home right here on Narc Abuse TV network. Getting situated. We're about to do this. Get myself all settled in, get everything where it needs to be. In 3 more days, it would have been a year the last time Susan was here. But now she's back. Everything's in place. Veronica 619, the thriving, intuitive, everything's starting to roll up on my monitor here to my left, your right. A little behind the scenes, us getting ready. I see my guest, my beautiful guest here as well. The real Susie Waller here.
Definitely.
So if we ignore the disrespect, it will only increase to the point that we're looking at a situation where the abuse will get worse, because we just keep sweeping it under the rug, which is what the abuser wants. They want us to be silent and not have a preference. We just go along to get along and never identify who we really are. How do you react to that? How do you deal with that? You've seen that maybe, yes?
Definitely, and it's a really common thing, and it's because what tends to happen is we haven't learned from the previous. And that's a big thing with abuse, is you've got to kind of put your hands up and be like, yeah, this was actually really abusive. And what we tend to do is play down the abuse. And a lot of people will compare, well, this partner's not like the other one. This one doesn't do what the other one did, so it's still okay. This then all comes down to you and how you value yourself and see yourself. We talk a lot about self-worth and self-respect, identity and dignity. If you have a low threshold for what you see yourself as, you're then going to not really kind of not care, but you're not going to have a higher standard for who you should be dating and bringing into your life. And that's where we see this repetitive pattern of, I don't see myself being worthy of anything other than this relationship that's quite unhealthy, but I don't see how I could go forward from it. It's definitely a common trait. Not always the case, but that kind of is a key factor of repetitive, unhealthy behaviors, definitely, and relationships.
So breaking that system of, or lifestyle of a repetitive behavior, it can take some work then.
And what will happen if I start putting myself first, I will start to ruffle the feathers or annoy the people that don't like it. And the main reason they don't like it is because they can't manipulate me anymore, because I'm putting myself first. I'm putting boundaries in place.
I wanted to add, especially for those that are listening to this and they're beginning their journey of having to deal with domestic abuse and they want to be free of it. These are some really beautiful words you're saying.
There is definitely, you have to, and it's horrible to say this, and I hate to say it because it's then putting the onus on us, but if we want our life to change, we've got to do it. The abuser is content with keeping the situation as it is, and if we're honest, they probably want it a lot worse, so then we're really manipulated, we can be manipulated, sorry. So it's putting yourself first. It is literally putting yourself first and foremost, and wanting as much positivity for yourself. I think that's the only way I can explain it, is there is definitely a life after abuse, but we have to, with support, with encouragement and strength from the right individuals, we have to push through it and see that, but give ourselves the credit that it will happen.
Share one or two things that someone can put into effect today to show that they're valuing themselves and start to distance themselves from their abuser.
One of the main things we do personally on the courses I run, and it sounds like a really simplistic idea, but give yourself a gift every single week or every single day. It doesn't have to be financial at all, but by giving myself 5 minutes extra in the bath, or making myself an extra strong cup of tea before I deal with the kids' breakfast or whatever, what I'm doing is putting myself first. And what we've been taught and programmed is that being selfish is wrong. Abusers want their needs met first. By giving ourselves a gift, we're putting ourselves first. We're changing selfish to self first, and we're really looking after ourselves. And over a long amount of time, we're then building up. We're giving ourselves time. We're giving ourselves those little gifts to make us feel like us again. So that's one thing I always suggest to people, is giving yourself to little gifts. The other thing as well is to look really deep into yourself and think, what do I actually love? And this kind of then plays into your gifts as well, is what do I really enjoy doing? What do I get out of a day that is empowering for me? And then focus on that.
3, right? You gave us 3. We need to give a gift to ourselves. The second one, dealing with our basic needs, or how would you put it if I said it correctly?
Just understanding your basic joys and needs and wants rather than everyone else's.
Then everybody, got it. And the second one, dealing with our individual rights, making sure that we have the right to say no. The abuser doesn't have the right to dictate every stitch of clothing we have on, or our clothing, in other words, our food, the music, movies we choose. We have preferences, and they should not be kicked to the curb. We need to acknowledge that. What can a person do then?
If the abuser's feathers have been ruffled, that's your red flag. That's your red flag. Kind of classic childlike behavior. They don't get their own way. So what do? They act like a child. They sulk. They pass, like you said, passive aggressive, smashing things in the room. You know, it's that kind of very childlike attitude towards a relationship. The immaturity level is beyond me, and that is a classic example of somebody that's an abusive person or has abusive traits. Yeah, so we've got our Instagram page we're doing through today, which is Hannah Speaks. We've also got our website, which will be going live this afternoon.
It's just curious. You probably, it's curious to me. I need to ask you this. You no doubt have seen that where people go from one relationship to the other, not trying to choose someone to abuse them, but they end up going from one abuse to the next abuse. About digging deep and understanding who we are and not focusing so much on the abuser, or in other words, just being negative about that, but seeing the positive in ourselves so that we can work on ourselves, if I understand you correctly.
Yeah.
my own support group here in
Yep.
Colorado. Then I started a second one like a year later. And support is like community, finding people that understand. Because if you don't have that support system, and you've got friends and family that might be there to support you, if they don't get it, it's like they get tired of hearing the stories and you start to look crazy. So having an amazing support system, whether it's a coach or a therapist or a support group or even a Facebook group, is going to be like, someone gets it. I'm not alone. And that validation is the ladder to climb out of the pit. I'm going to write that down.
Yeah, I was just saying, hey, listen, well, hey, make it work, because if you don't, somebody here will. Somebody here will do it. I've already seen it happen. It says you can support, but what if the other person, I'm sorry, this is Sexy God's Children. I hate to say this, but I'm just going to do this. So Sexy writes, you can support, but what if the other person doesn't try to or they try to make you upset and feel guilty that you're trying to get support?
Tough luck. That's the part of self-love.
I was going to say the
that's
same
the
thing.
part of self-love. They're not going to like that you're getting help or getting
Right.
better, because that means you're going to leave them, right? And so, of course, they're not going to like it. So
Right.
if we can let go of the fact that we think that we need permission to get help and get better, then they will have less power over us, right? I'm not saying that in the situation, if you are with them and in a relationship and in the same house, that it's going to be easy. But if you have that as an experience, that is the biggest red flag of all, that they don't want me to get better.
Yeah.
There, done.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
And we don't need permission.
One of the biggest mistakes I see, which is, I think, the $1 million prize in the book, it literally is, will save you thousands and thousands of dollars to understand this, that a normal divorce decree in the end says daddy pays for college. It says the house will be sold and split between them. And those seem like very reasonable, normal divorce lines. And you go, yay, college is covered, I'm good, right? Until such time, and I again have examples of this in the book, but until such time that your kid gets into college and they go, well, I really was only thinking community college. I'm sorry they got into Brown. I'm not paying, right?
Wow.
And what happened in that particular case in the book was the mother had to take the husband back to court to try to get him to pay for Brown. And they were very wealthy, so it wasn't that. But because she had to take him back, that was $20,000 in fees because it wasn't defined. If it's college,
Wasn't discussed ahead of time.
and it has to be in writing. This is a legal
Well,
contract,
yeah, right.
right? So if daddy pays for college, and we'll use that, nothing against the girls or the guys, but daddy pays for college, to what level? Is there a budget? Is there a time frame? Does that include books? Does that include housing? Does that include food? To understand, oh, this is what gaslighting is. This is what happened. Having the verbiage is the most important thing, because like we talked about in the last hour, if we don't have that vocabulary, we are still holding on to them, versus when we see it and go, okay, now I can start to heal. Now I can get through this long divorce process.
The verbiage is very important then, because you have mentioned that multiple times, the total of 3 that I can think of. Excuse me. The verbiage is important because then we're able to navigate better. Is that what you're saying? Or so we get a deeper meaning, is what you're saying?
Right. If we don't understand that we were gaslit and all these lies and false allegations have the power over us, how could they tell a lie like that about me? They know I'm a good mother. Instead of going, they're gaslighting me because they gaslight the most powerful part about me. So if they're saying I'm a bad mother, then I'm a good mother. And if we get to that point of having that language to understand exactly what they're doing and why, we can turn off some of that emotional charge that keeps us stuck in the hamster wheel.
Okay, so turning off that emotional charge is very important, because if I'm just, again, correct me, because you're the specialist, I'm just the co-host. If we turn off the emotional charge, and all of a sudden we're not running on that. We're not running on that charge, that up and down emotional charge. We start to find some type of emotional stability to move forward. And technically, I'm going to go back to something you said in the first segment that I have on my notes over here. I looked at in between. We're going to go back to, we're going to recognize we need to get away, because we're not living off that emotional charge that they're feeding us with the lies, the gaslighting. It starts to make sense then that we can make a decision.
And it empowers you when you have the verbiage. That's why we watch YouTube videos. That's why we're on your channel and watching Narc Abuse TV, right? Is to learn more so that it can't have the same power. When we don't have the words, and we don't know what no contact is, and we don't know what flying monkeys are, and we don't know all of these things, then we are sitting here going, why are they telling all my friends and my family that I'm the terrible mother? And it just...
That's their running plan?
You know, of course it is, because it's going to tap into that emotion. It's going to tap into that, and regardless of you doing the wound and healing, say, the parent abandonment or a previous abandonment, all of a sudden, now on your dinner plate, you've got an abandonment potato, right? And you're sitting there going, wait, I already healed this. Well, now we have to look at it and not go, oh my God, I'm going down the same rabbit hole, but look at it and go, this is triggering me. Why? Why is this coming back to abandon me? And look at it in that regard, because the triggers that we have are emotional pulls on us. So all we have to do is like have that feeling of not being heard, not being safe. And the abandonment wound it's just like on your plate. It's there. You don't want it, but it's there. But you don't have to be afraid of it.
Have a confession, you are at the mercy of who you get as a prosecutor. Is that true as well?
Absolutely. Again, just like narcissist abuse isn't
Say they evaluated everybody in our circle. Did you just say that?
Oh, of course they do.
I'm so writing that down. That is okay. Yeah, because they've essentially came in to scout the land out to see which direction they're going to go in when they make their exit. Oh my goodness, I love it. The daughter went to therapy and started to unlock all the lies, the way she was manipulated or threatened to do certain things. None of that came out when they were a child, though. No. But she remembered it all. When she went to therapy and she went to her mom and apologized, and the mom was like, the lady that wrote me was like, she couldn't be mad at her daughter. She knew what was going on, but I don't know, 10 years or 8, 9 years, she didn't, no custody of her daughter. Supervised visits.
Oh yeah, that's
she was she was innocent the whole time, Tracy.
I know, of course.
I mean, you would know this, but to me, it was like, I can't believe people do that. Crazy. Took her daughter away from her, but they connected. They're friends. They're locked in. Didn't invite dad to the wedding, mom to the wedding. She had a friend stand in for her dad's place. Yep, the daughter went full board. She never let this happen again. And now the mom, of course, she's a grandparent. Her story was a really beautiful story. I can't say the person's name, but a really beautiful story. Grandparent now. He gets to now, as it were, live watching and taking care of her grandchildren. Missed out on some moments that she didn't get with her daughter. She gets to have them with the grandchildren now. Because of that, a person needs to be well aware what they're stepping into when they go to divorce a narcissist, because this is, when they're children, this is a card that can be, played. Well, they're going to play it. Well, based upon what you said yesterday, they're going to play it. They're going to they're going to play it pretty hard. They're going to play this card, and they're going to play it. And we would need to know, a person would need to know that they can't expect it to necessarily turn out that it's going to be fair. They just have to hold their ground and be the best they can for that child and try to hold on to that relationship. Is that kind of the way they need to approach it? What do you recommend if somebody's approaching this?
The first thing to do is make sure you get a lawyer and a lawyer that understands it. It may, if you're already past the divorce, or if you're going into the divorce, you haven't hired them, make sure that they have, some kind of inkling of this. Because again, if they don't know what it is, they can't fight it and they can't defend it. They've probably seen it before, didn't have a name to them, so they're just not really, able to help you. The next thing you want to do is get support for you, because you are going to be an emotional potato. What did we say yesterday?
Yep, no, that was it. Potato. No, abandonment potato. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, but I like this one too. Emotional potato. I got the abandonment potato right here. This is my new note.
You're just going to be a mess because of the emotions. You're going to go through like fear and stress and anxiety and insecurity and helplessness and confusion and conflict and guilt. And who's going to help you with that? If you don't make sure you are as strong as you can, then you're going to react differently when this is happening, and you could make mistakes that are, could be used against you. So get that help and get that thing. There's so many support groups on Facebook. There's so many live ones. Dr. Craig Childress is.
The name sounds familiar.
He's a psychologist, and I have a book. Actually, here it is. Whoa,
Let me see.
This is my newest one, which is not necessarily for people that are going through this, but it sure the heck is, because it's for professional consultation. It's studies. Okay. It's all kind of lingo. He's got a whole lot of others that are meant for the victims and other people. But one thing that I wrote down that I think is really important. Think about it. Children don't turn away from the pathological parenting. They're too afraid. But they will turn away from the loving, kind, healthier version because there's nothing to fear. When they are being coerced.
Whoa. Wait a minute. Did you just say that again? That's a soft timeout. I normally go timeout big. Let me think about what you just said. Say it again, please.
Children don't turn away from the pathological parenting. They're too afraid. But they turn away from the kind, loving, healthier version because there's nothing to fear there.
Wow.
So when I met my friend whose daughter came back, I met her because we were on a domestic violence coalition in Denver here. And we would meet every month, and I met her. And some of the things that I learned in there, that even if, and again, we've got all these people who have been physically beaten, so true domestic violence on the, the approval of the court system. A child, no matter if their parent abused them, hurt them, will still want that relationship. An alienated child will will hate their parent with no evidence. Like if that kid who was beaten, like can say, no, I want to see my mom or my dad, and yet this alienated child is like, no, I want nothing to do with them. That's one of the biggest signs, because again, a beaten child would want their parent. And if there was a list of things that they did, they still would probably want that relationship, right? It's the fact that they are just stone cold without explanation why they don't want that child, why they don't want that other parent. And regardless of whether you were the only one who did anything with them, all of a sudden you're the devil spawn, and they will not want a relationship with you, which hurts so much.
You find more and more people are recognizing that they were born without wounds. Excuse me. Did it again. Without wounds emotionally. But they get into their 20s and 30s and 40s, and they recognize that there are some wounds there. And some of them are caused by a narcissistic parent through a divorce.
To fix that, because we can talk about the person you're here for, but we can't look at what caused it. What made you really good narc bait? Because that's what the wound has to be healed so that you can understand it.
Okay. We're narc bait based upon the way you've just opened up our eyes in this moment, because somebody normalized the crazy you said. So we have to be honest with ourselves and not just keep dumping everything on the narc.
Right. Absolutely.
But we've got to do some excavating, emotional excavating.
Absolutely. That's a really good way to put it. It is about looking at where we came from and going, oh gosh, when my parents like neglected me, that's an abandonment wound. There's so many things that are an abandonment wound that then when we take that abandonment wound into the new relationship, we are literally bringing in a fear that is going to hold us to them because we're afraid that they'll leave us. So when we have that fear, we are going to be a lot more, we're going to react differently. But if we've healed the abandonment wound and sort of have this, I don't care if you leave me kind of attitude, they can't hurt you as much. But when they've got that fear, and it's not them leaving you, it's the old stuff that really makes us have to heal that stuff.
Okay. So it's not them leaving. We need to be, for all my viewers and those who watch this show, please take this point to heart, because many of you write me about just what we're talking about and you want to see shows about it. Tracy has just highlighted to you to be mindful of that. Carry your green flag, everybody. And if anybody asks, tell them Tracy told you to. So you need to be careful if they start to, in a very subtle way or even seductive way, try to, well, interrogate you. Essentially what they're doing to find out where they can hurt you in the future or manipulate
what your vulnerabilities are, right?
Vulnerable. Okay. Vulnerable. Right. Narc doesn't want to hear. They don't want someone like you in their presence.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what we need. We need you saying what you said right now. When they see you don't really care anymore, they lose a lot of power, huh?
The game is over. It's like,
oh, the game is over.
Next
Okay.
supply, that's no fun. Oh God, I was getting so much supply from this. Because the supply to them is learning that they can emotionally still get to you. If they're sitting there doing these things and you're going into this trauma, it's like a win for them. And that's the supply that they want.
That's so pathetic. Anyhow, Anne puts in, yes, that is so true. If you have done the healing work, why does it emerge later in life? Is what she's asking.
Because they re-trigger it. Like
okay.
Everything comes back.
You mean the narc does?
Yeah. If they're doing the same sort of things to you.
Behavior toward recording. If they're playing the same recording, okay, I get you.
And you don't realize it's the same as the old stuff. So it just, unless it's, again, doing the work doesn't mean you're not going to experience this stuff again. Doesn't mean it's not going to come back in your face. It means you're going to react differently when it comes back in your face. I recognize that. I see the pattern.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know. I told you. I tried to warn you. I got to do a timeout. What did you just say? That was good. I caught it. I don't even have to look over here. Anybody writing me during the show. Listen, did you just say we react differently? It could be the same recording, but we will react differently as we're older to it.
Because it's different. It's different than it was when you were 7 and your father said.
Got it.
Right.
Got it.
It's so it doesn't seem like the same, but at the same time, it's the same underlying I'm not good enough message. I'm unloved. All those messages that are hiding underneath it, even though we've healed the daddy wound in this example, versus it, there's still, if I feel invalidated, that wound is going to come back.
Got it. And so hopefully that helps you some.
Become a detective in the beginning to understand what was done, how to find our money, where they're hiding things. Like, so many people come onto my coaching screen and just be like, I don't know what we have. He would never let me see the money. Or she did this. And so understanding what all the pieces are, and often that becomes the second life, the cheating, the affairs, sometimes a whole second family that people are learning about. Learning that they've been hiding money for 20 years.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Walk, 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 walk. Walk, walk, walk. All right. That was like a really baby glimpse of stuff that I got to do to get ready for shows and other stuff. Just put us on your television. Just leave it playing. That's what I say. Just put your TV on and Phil, I'm just gonna let the music play. Every now and then I'll look at the screen and Paxton will pull up something I can watch. Igor. What are you doing, Igor? I don't know. I don't know, Master. What do we got here? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Chatman. It is 4:33, 55 seconds and counting off the coast of California. Yeah. I'm getting some editing done. Oh, you know what would be cool? It'd probably be, let's do this. Here, hold on a second, everybody. Hold on, people. We're just hanging out on YouTube. One flew over the cuckoo's nest. All right, we're gonna do that here. Let's do this. And we're gonna come over here. We're gonna do that. Bam. Such a silly Billy. Okay. I actually was editing something, trying to get it ready for you, but I don't think I'm gonna have it ready in time for today. Or today, get it ready for you. Let me get my microphone over here. Everybody's a big kid. Enjoy. Play every day. As they say in Toy Story, as Woody said, play nice. Play nice. All right, let me get back to what I was doing. If you want to hang out, let's see if I get it done. If I get it done, I'll put it up for you. If I pass out or you say you're going to tap out, I win. What you got, Eric? I'm supposed to be brushing my peach fuzz. Juicy fruit. Oh my goodness. Dude, seriously. I can't play copyright music. I just play the music that is already paid for that we have. But great song choice. If you're talking about juicy fruit. Juicy fruit. Okay. Everybody's hanging out. Ain't nothing but the vibe, my man. I told my daughters a story that I've never told anyone before, ever, about my father. It was about either 9 to 12 days before he died. He told me something. And the name of my daughter's company is Rhythm Entertainment Media Group. And I've used the name Rhythm about the name and just rhythm. And I like the word because my father said, always say it with rhythm. You know, when you talk, when you live your life, do it with rhythm, say it with rhythm. So I've always lived by that, but I just never told anyone, ever. I've never told anyone. And I told my daughters for the first time this past weekend before we went to the movies to go see Mission Impossible. And I told them they have to live their life with rhythm. Don't lose your rhythm, people. Don't let anyone that's unhealthy take your rhythm. Dad was right. Keep your rhythm. You can lose a lot of things. Don't let them take your rhythm. The vibe is right. Eric, you're the man. Woo. All right, I'm supposed to be doing stuff. I'm sitting here just bouncing my head like you're not there the way I normally am when I'm editing. So let's see here. Let's go back over here to this screen. I could share it with you, but it's just so much on so many videos. Wigamagigabytes. Wigamagigabytes. See what I got here. Oh my goodness. Woof. Hey, let's go down. Let's go down to this folder. Ooh, here's one. What I got in here? You guys ever seen a dinosaur? Let me see here. I don't know if I can carry it over. I got to show you guys this. It has nothing to do about what I'm actually working on, but every time I see it, it makes me smile. See what I got here. I'm not going to be able to do it. What is wrong with you, man? What you doing, man? What you doing, man? Why are you doing that, man? Seriously? Is that where we're going with this? Let me get. I'm in the wrong spot. I'm in the wrong spot. Hold on, people. To have this music on every time you walk into a room, everybody. And you're like, man, you're like Peter Parker. Let's see what I got here. You're like Peter Parker. Why can't I? It won't let me have it. What is up with that? Guys, all right, man. Okay, I'm gonna go a different way. Where is it? Emma 2025. You guys still here? What you got for me, man? Let me put something up while I'm looking. SOS in Morse code. That's what music is for. Don't let people throw you off your rhythm. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Then jump back to it. Okay, I'm in the wrong spot, that's why. Let me get out of here. Let me get over here. Ooh, this is the most that I've been online, kind of doing my fine, getting ready for stuff, and you get to watch it. I found you. I found him. I found him. This is from Gemma, everybody. I love this thing. This is from Lady J, Lady Gemma. She made this. This is one of her YouTube channels. I say Dinosaur Boy, but I think she's got a name for it. I don't know. So check out her channel. She has a channel. She reviews newsletters and a whole bunch of other stuff. She's getting that off the ground. Great idea, great vibe, really cool. I just love she made this thing here. Okay, I can share a bunch of other stuff with you that you have never seen or that's coming your way. I could do it. I could do it. I got stuff. People send me stuff. I've got all kinds of skills and stuff. You don't have to be sad. But if it comes, come hang out with Eric and I. I'll jazz you up. I'll jazz you up, man. Lady. Hey. Dance it out. What you got for me, Eric? I am freer today than I was yesterday. What we're talking about. We're talking about just doing something that relaxes you, like hanging out with NATV after our show. This is not no after party. Those are cheesy. Those are for those that can't actually entertain you. Don't worry about it. I'm not entertaining you either. I'm just saying. Just thought about it. I'm not entertaining you either. I'm literally going through my files, some of my files, not all of them, to find something. Oh my goodness, I have classic shows I could toss up. That would freak you guys out. That's when I had no hair. But really great guests, just like today, just like every day. I've not had one bad guest. Not a one. Oh. Man, oh my God, this is crazy. I have too much content, y'all. I get too much. Hey, you guys want to see another picture? Okay. Here's a picture. Let me look around and make sure Susie's not around. Here's a picture. And my architrave coming out. Pictures with my Mexican accent. Multicultural that I is. Here we go. Here is Susie's assistant. This is Susie's assistant, everybody. Get her in here. There we go. Here she goes. You guys ready? Here you go. That is Juniper. I know it's AI generated, but that's her virtual assistant. I made her a visual of her virtual assistant. Her virtual assistant is called Juniper. It's like we're having family hour. It's like you came over my house and I'm showing you my photo album. And this is what Susie does. And this is what Crystal does. And here's Claudetta. Why am I doing this? Where's the camera? Because it's my channel. And it's free TV for you. You can change the channel. But you're gonna want to come back because this is a train wreck with no train. Getting my editing dance on. Except I'm not turning the music up loud. What else I got in here? Man, Susie's got some good stuff in here. Good stuff, Maynard. Superstar. Oh, check this one out, y'all. Let me see if I can do this one. Susie sent me this. And you guys are getting it all today. Can I move it over and it let me do it? Oh, it won't let me do it. Here's something weird for you to watch. I think I can play this on YouTube. If not, the channel will be gone and the video will be gone, but let's see here. Turn this down some. Susie sent me this, y'all. Check this out. I need to put it in the video. No, I'm thinking about it. Here we go. I have so much stuff that people send me. Pictures and video, a lot of stuff. This is one that I haven't used yet, and I probably should. The story behind what you're about to see is I was doing this one day, and somebody in the chat said, "Hey, you look like one of those thingies." Now you know what I'm going to put up, huh? Right? Because you're a genius. And if you're a female, you're a genius. Or something like that. I'll hit the button. Here we go.
There he is. I found him. The blow up man. Too funny.
That's me. Thank you, Susie. That's me. Okay, I got to do it again.
There he is. I found him. The blow up man.
That's me, man. That's me, man. I'm doing it, man. Just remember, you came to get informed, but you never knew that you were gonna get weird see weird stuff at the same time. All right. Thank you, Eric. All right, I won't do it again. I want to press the button again, but I'm not going to do it to you. I'm not going to do it to you. What's the point? What's the point? Get your laughter back. Seize hold, not of what you lost or what was taken, but seize hold of something that's sitting there dormant. Regenerate it. Rectify it. Regenerate it. Rebuild. You're going to be all right. You're going to be all right.
You tell the doctor our shit show.
All right. My beach music. Surfer music incoming. Are you're gonna love the new channel. You're gonna love Man with the Mic. You're gonna love it. Some of the people that are lined up, you're gonna meet, you're gonna love it. Excellent musicians, talented people and singers, some amazing people, fascinating places out here in California in areas. You're gonna love it. You are going to love it. NATV, the home of NATV podcasts and NATV radio. Okay, actually, we changed the name of that. It's not NATV radio anymore. It's 102.6 on Instagram, internet radio, talk radio to be exact. 102.6 talk radio, which is going to have its own YouTube channel as well. Again, I haven't posted stuff on there. I think it's up already. I just haven't posted a bunch of stuff. Talk radio. NATV is going to have its own YouTube Shorts channel as well, because I'm loaded with YouTube Shorts that I've never put up and other stuff. And we're just going to go ahead and deliver them to a whole nother channel so you can just watch nothing but YouTube Shorts and interviews and advice on narcissistic abuse and a whole lot more. That way, for you who don't want to sit through a long show, you know, you can go straight to that channel. But the rest of you who, that's how you found us here on YouTube with these 2, sometimes 3-hour shows, you can still feel at home here, and we won't mix the content together that much. You'll have one channel dedicated for long streaming shows, and you will have your YouTube Shorts channel, which will still have some live shows on it, separate than here. So much that we are trying to give you as much as possible, so you have multiple choices. We are your mental health McDonald's. I just made that up. All right. By the way, Goofy is the new look for 2025. Just want you to know that. I don't know about that. I just made that up. Man, dude. I'm gonna have to do something. This is like too many videos here, man. I didn't know I had that many. There's too many shows. What am I gonna pick? Oh goodness. What can I give you on the way out? Zzz. All right. It's going on 5 o'clock, 4:51. And I can say it again, off the coast of California. You're in the Santa Barbara area, Ojai, Slow, San Luis Obispo, anything like that. You want to come out to one of our satellite studios and meet me and my daughters, and we'll build you a set and interview you and stream it out? You can do that too. You can come on out. We'll give you the experience and adventure of a lifetime. As you look over the canyons and continue to see nothing but sunlight, you begin to recognize there's more to life than narcissistic abuse. You have a future beyond compare. Why do I make that noise? I don't know. Hot pocket. Hot pocket. I should play something. other than just my face on the screen. Gemma's got some cool stuff. Let's see. What's Crystal got? Ooh, Claudetta. I got Leon in here. Sam Vakman. Coach Elizabeth Shaw. Hopefully you'll be able to see Coach Elizabeth Shaw. We're in talks right now. Hopefully we can solidify a date and get her on before the end of summer. See how that goes. It's one thing to try to find something when it's not a real show like I'm doing right now. It's so much different when I'm just sitting here by myself playing loud music and editing. Let's see here. Oh my goodness. So much juicy stuff in here. Oh man, I can't play that. It's got copyright music in it. I think I'll post a photo gallery that we've collected over the years of pictures of shows and other stuff. That's Crystal stuff. That's Susie's. You're not losing. You're winning. Stay silent. Let them make them first move. Stay true to yourself. How? Stay grounded. You'll be just fine. You're going to be all right. You're going to be all right. You're holding all the cards. Don't ever think that we're not thinking about you. We're thinking about you all the time. Susie just sent me a message. Susie, if you're watching, I'm gonna message you when I'm done here. Much love for you for what you said. Very sweet what you said. I'm not gonna cry right now. It was very beautiful what you said. When we get together and we talk, preparing for shows and future events and other things, or private events and other things. Thank you, Eric. I'll put that up on the screen. You have no idea how much our audience across all of our channels and all of the upcoming channels mean to us. We're not taking you for granted. And if we are, remind us. It is always and will always be about you. It's not about the digital products. It's not about the merch. Those are added ways that you can support us and keep the insurance and the lights on, keep the insurance paid, lights on, equipment up to date. We really do care for you. But we need you to care for you more than we do. We got you. We got you. We're not perfect. I'll tell you one thing. We got you. Let's see here. Oh my goodness. Talk about you in our meetings. Talk about you in the group chat. Toss around ideas. Formulate structures for a show. And then we speak to you from our heart. There's nothing left of any of us but to speak from our heart. To do otherwise is just a lie. It's just a lie. We don't need to make it up. We don't need to make it up. We need to give it up. We're going to give you our heart. Man, there's some really good videos in here, but It depends how much, whether I want to leave it on a sad note or a happy note or a thoughtful note. Here we go. Where's my girl at? Where's she here? What's she got for me? What's she got? I know. I'm going to come over here. Let's come over here. We're going to grab something from over here on the other side of my files. Ain't nothing but a G thing. How to overcome negative relationships and grow is how we started this this morning. This morning. And now we're going to end it. How are we going to end it? Well, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to grab something from one of my many different places that I can grab something. And I got big surveys popping up on my screen. Not right now, fellas. Not right now, not right now. Thank you very much, but not right now. So while I'm here looking at this, I can't see all of you and everything. I can if I move it around, but I'm not going to. I'm going to focus on trying to get you something so that I can be weird. You know what? Let's go back over here. Let's bring that back up. Get homeboy back in here. Homeboy! Streaming to you. We are streaming to you. Whatever it is, it's magic. You are so sweet. Sometimes resetting ourselves, man, I am so totally did not even bring it. My daughter sent me, my youngest one sent me something in regards to music and the word rhythm. And it is not here in front of me. Anyhow, I'll make a video with it explaining. I'm going to piggyback to what you said there, Erica. Whatever it is, it's magic. One thing is for sure, you have made this a very rhythmic show. The tone that you set in the chat was beautiful. Thank you so much for that. Expressing yourself and fortifying the show. What's you got here? It's Friday. That means we let our hair down. There it is. The work week is done. But more importantly, you helped somebody this week by means of your work, whatever it may be, in or outside your home. There it is. Okay, let's do this. Hold on now. Everybody hold on. What's going on here? Everybody hold on. Here we go. Put on your super cape, young man. Young lady, lace up your boots. Lace up your red boots. You've got a mission to accomplish. There are categories of pain. You have squashed them all. There are moments and sensations of speculation. And you have satisfied them all. Now it is time for you to look within, opening the cavities of your soul. Your flesh is alive with sensations of joy. I'm making this up, by the way. And you know it's going to be good. But before the juicy goodness, before you ever embark on the juicy goodness, I'm so can do this because it's my YouTube channel. I can be this. Before you embark and grasp the very thing you want, you must take others with you. Conquering the narcissistic behavior, an epidemic of the planet. Now you know, this is what I did for my kids when they were little. Make up my stories. The planet of narcissism will bend its knee before you. You will become the ultimate gladiator of goodness, empowering, becoming an empire of impact, moving and maneuvering categories, pillars, pushing aside the depth of despair. I don't know, I just made that up. So I used to freak my kids out doing that kind of stuff. And then after a while, they just look at me and laugh when they were real little. Daddy, you're weird. That's right, don't ever forget that. You'll never be confused where I'm coming from. All right, I gotta hit that button right there. Okay. It's time for me to say goodbye. I don't want to, so let's just say I'll hang out for about 10 minutes. What do you think? I don't know. I don't even know what's happening here. My thing is going crazy. It says, what do you want? What do you want, Paxton? This is the way editing sessions start here. Except it's really loud. I'm not going to do that in your ear. Woo! Yeah. Dude. Time for you to get moving. Yeah. All right, turn it up. You're going to love the new music channel. You might even get a glimpse of my daughters and I dancing. That's a frightening thought. They do really well. Hit it, boys. All right, I'm ready to edit now. Okay, I'm going to have to leave you guys because I'm in the mood. Got to slice up some stuff. Old shows, new shows. Make some more NATV originals, 3-hour long episodes, because a lot of my shows, 3-parters, 2-parters. Listen, Linda, listen to me. I miss my cousins. Used to love speak my Spanish with my cousins. Listen. Escúchame. Listen. It's no time for you to not come up with some storyboard in your head of being victorious. It's okay. Let it play out. You have the upper hand because you're at peace. You're not stirring up trouble. Much love to the man, the myth, the legend, with his Nina Simone reference. Oh, man. I like that. Nina, one of your daughter's names. Thank you, my man. I'm going through, dropping in your comments as I head out the door. Yo. You guys go like, is that the same guy that wears a bow tie and wears a vest and he talks to people? Exercise I do sometimes. I'm letting you in, but you have no idea what you're going to get when you step over to Man with a Mic Live MWM. It's for you if you've crossed over from the anger into recovery, into restoration, headed for transformation. We are your destination. NATV Network is the first step to where you need to be. Later, people. Goodbye. I love you. I really do. Really.